Do you want to change an old pattern that hasn't been working for you fast? Do you want to shift a heavy emotion or emotional loop that keeps running fast? Well, this is for you. I have been looking far and wide, lots of tools, lots of techniques for the fastest thing that can shift these core patterns. And I found the Rapid Rewire method. Let's go.
Hey there, I'm Stephanie Kwong. I'm the co-founder of the Rapid Rewire method, and it's a training company where we teach coaches, therapists, healers how to use our set of cutting-edge tools to break through any sort of problems, limiting beliefs, inner barriers to goals, and even trauma in about 60 minutes or less. So I am so excited for the coaching session today because I know Rachael-Jayne has heard so much about the Rapid Rewire method, but she hasn't actually gotten to experience it yet.
Stephanie!
Rachael-Jayne! So I'm really pumped for her to share something that's meaningful for her that she wants to break through and to be able to support her in doing that quickly and sustainably.
Thank you so much for joining us here in Casa Sagrada.
Any opportunity I can get to come here, I will. So thanks for having me.
And the tables are turned. You're coaching me. Mm-hmm. And that brings up a little bit because this is going to be going to everybody I know, and I don't know what's going to show up, but I want to be as real as possible because you gave me a session for Rapid Rewire the other day on Zoom, and I was in something that it was just more emotional. It was physical.
Yep.
And right here. Mm-hmm. And it's gone. So
yay, because we haven't followed up.
Yes,
for me to hear it
went
gone. Perfect.
Pretty much straight away.
Yep.
So I thought maybe I could bring something that might have a few more tentacles on it.
Let's go there.
It doesn't have as much charge as the other day because it just happened, but I think it'd be really helpful and hopefully helpful for everybody seeing this. Yeah. So you're going to take me through the Rapid Rewire process. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know there's many tools.
Yep.
And then I'd love to ask you some questions about it because I know it's been supporting people in all sorts of areas. Actually, just give us a sense, like what kind of people is this perfect for?
Honestly, if you're human, this will be perfect for you. I think we're living, especially right now, we're in such a time of turmoil. And whether it seems like an immense amount of health issues for people or political climate to what's happening in other countries to what's happening with raising prices. It seems like a lot of people are suffering and struggling. And I know that for many people, their upbringing, they've created a lot of limitations, blocks, or have endured trauma. And so these tools help to clear it up quickly. I really think that actually what the world needs is emotional regulation, the ability to clear all these distortions and what's creating a lack of peace. Because, with what's happening in the world, there's a lot going on, but a lot of it's from unresolved trauma or emotional dysregulation, and people are making decisions out of emotion versus from clarity, resourcefulness, and essentially from their higher self. Yeah. So this work helps to alleviate that, and really it does it quickly and sustainably and systematically. So you're going to get to see that. And I'm excited because what I took you through on our call was just one of those get in quick and dirty if you're in a big emotion, which you were, right? And then we just cleared it out. Today, depending on what you bring up, but I have an idea because I brought a clipboard just in case to take you through another one of our tools to show you how quick it can move through.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. And what do you mean by move through? Like, how do you know if it's moved through?
Well, you'll see. So when I set it up, I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'm going to find out how intense the emotional charge is for you. We work through a lot of the emotion because that's what creates turmoil for us or not. It's what creates a problem or not, right? And usually if we're having a traumatic trigger, we go into a big emotion, which then puts us into fight, flight. We lose all resourcefulness, and then we make decisions or we have certain behaviors that really are not beneficial for us or someone else. So our work is about integration, where whatever you bring up today, there's probably some emotional charge for you. And then as it dissolves and integrates, you're going to have access to more clarity, to more resourcefulness. You can maybe take new actions that you couldn't before, new thoughts.
That sounds great.
Yeah, beliefs will arise for you that you didn't have available to you before. And I think that's what actually creates the wholeness for humans, because we get so adhered to one way of being or one way of thinking or a specific identity that we can't break ourselves out of it. And this work does that, where now you can choose another path, or you can go back to the original if you want.
Not to give too much away, but that's exactly what happened in the session for me. An identity that I was holding that had served me up until this moment, but wasn't serving me going forward, was made conscious. And we worked with it. And oh my gosh, did it shift. Watch closely the process Stephanie is walking me through and how you can apply it.
That sounds great. I mean, when you've got something coming up, it makes things confusing.
Yep.
You know, what is the right choice? What is the next thing I can do? What is there for me versus it's just all there and messy. So that sounds great.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So I have a feeling there's a certain process I want to take you through. So I'm just going to give you this.
Okay.
But before we get started, I'm going to ask you some questions. So we can get grounded in what we're working on. And then when I said move through, we'll see the intensity of the emotion for you.
And for those watching, can they bring up something of theirs, or is it better to just watch and feel the process and then get your tool at the end? Like what's
I think just pay attention to what's happening. Watch you in particular, because as you're bringing up this issue, you're probably going to have a certain look and feel to you.
Yeah.
And then by the end, something will shift, and you can actually physically see that. So just pay attention to you, be present with the process. If people wanted to rewatch this or be taken through this, we do have like a free gift that people can download.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. So, Rachael-Jayne, what would you like to work on today? We can work through a problem, an inner barrier or a block that you're struggling with, any sort of emotional turmoil or a negative past experience that you're still ruminating or stuck around. Is there something that you'd like to?
It's more the first two, the problem or the inner, what was the word?
Inner barrier or
inner
block,
barrier.
stuckness.
Yeah. Which is and there's multiple layers to it, which is around the place we're in here. Casa Sagrada is a second business.
Yep.
The Awaken School and my speaking and training and all of that is the first business. And it's a lot having that second business, as you know. You've
talked about
two
it.
as well. And yeah, the inner block feels about receiving more support.
Okay.
Being able to have the support that I need and that I want, particularly at the level that I'm operating. So it's not so much I don't have the support in team members or people being in the space, but kind of, feel like sometimes there's a lot that's on me because I have to be the one answering that and dealing with that at that level, being the managing member of the LLC business.
Right.
And
so I'm going to tease it out a little bit, because obviously this is very multi-layered for you, but how our tools work is we pick one specific thread, we move through it. Many times it'll untangle the other issues that might be wrapped up in it, and it could just let it go completely. Or if there's still another intense thread, we just do another process on it. So I'm hearing two things. The first thing I hear is it that you struggle to receive support around at a high level, or is it that you can't find somebody to support you at a high level, so you're feeling overwhelmed right now with
it's more
all the
asking.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not that I don't want it or don't let it in, or that it's not possible, but I have a definitely feeling like if I ask for help, particularly with mine, that somehow I've failed, somehow I've like not been able to do it. So
the problem is that you struggle to ask for support because you feel like you might have failed.
I should be able to do it.
Okay.
Or
And there is some failure to it because we've been open for 2 years, and it's like I wanted to be further along, and I didn't want to be pulled in as much, and so it's kind of not where I wanted it yet. So if I go ask, which is the right thing to do, I feel, is support, that's me going, well, I couldn't do it.
Okay. So if we can synthesize it into one sentence, right? Because I'm hearing what you're saying, but I want to make sure it comes from you. What is a specific problem that you want to work through?
Being able to ask and receive high-level support for the Casa Sagrada business.
Okay. But the problem is that you struggle to do that right now.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I want you just to close your eyes for a minute and just put your attention onto that problem. See the weight that you're carrying right now of not feeling like if you were to ask for support, that would mean some sort of failure on your part. And as you put your attention to that, what's the emotion that's coming up for you right now?
I think it's shame.
Okay, thank you. Keeping your eyes closed, if you just tune into that shame, allow yourself to experience it for a moment. How intense is that for you? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is it doesn't bother you at all, 10 is it's debilitating, cannot function.
A 6.
Thank you. And how do you want to feel instead?
I want to feel free.
Okay. And how has you not asking for high-level support negatively affected you?
Oh, I lose time, and joy levels go down, and the focus on the parts of the business, of the Awakened School business that I want to focus on. Yeah, time, energy, stress.
Mm-hmm. Good, thank you.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. You can open up your eyes. Very simple process. I'm going to instruct you to write a series of concise sentences around this problem. So if you want to write down at the top of the page what the problem is, right, that you struggle to ask for and receive high-level support around the task with Casa Sagrada. So what you're going to do is you're going to write a series of concise sentences around that issue, okay? So we don't want to jump to some other thread of the problem, so that's why I'm having you write it down at the top of the page.
Like I should be able to handle all of this on my own?
Well, no, that's like, a thought that you could write down, but it's more of there was something else that was coming up that we want you just to basically write the sentences about that problem, okay? So I'm going to have you write that down, and I'll tell you the number of sentences, and then what you're going to do is that after you write them down, I'm going to have you review the sentences in your mind, literally read them so you can hear it, and then at some point I'm just going to have you close your eyes, and you're going to feel into the image, the thought, the emotion, and the body sensation that comes up.
So you're saying that I've got at the top, I struggle to ask and receive support in Casa Sagrada business. That's the first. And then you said sentences about that.
That, yeah.
Okay.
And how you feel about it now. So you're not going to do it just yet, but I'll instruct you on what to do. So you're just going to free flow and write. And you're going to want to do it as quickly and honestly as possible. Don't overthink it. Don't try to sanitize it. Don't change your responses. What the sentences are doing is it's bringing the unconscious content to the surface. Because there's probably all these beliefs and thoughts and, you know, things that are keeping this in place for you.
Writing is so good.
And it's going to unveil that for you. And then once you write those down, I'm going to have you close your eyes after you read them and do these reflections. Say the first thing that comes to mind. What's the first image that you see that comes up? It may or may not make sense. Doesn't matter. Welcome to your subconscious. Right? So, and then that's actually going to be doing the cleanup. And we're just going to keep going like that until we start to see the content shift. And then we'll check in and see how you feel after.
Sounds good.
Okay, perfect. And then a couple other things. I know that you're highly trained in a lot of modalities. And I know you're very open, but just to put this out there.
I'm not actually trained in any of these
you're not?
Not in any like clearing thing or whatever. No.
Okay.
I mean, shadow work, Enneagram.
Yeah.
energy work.
Yeah.
But this is whole nother
Okay,
nother
perfect.
realm.
Well, sometimes when I work with people who they have some background, at least as a
In like
client or
subconscious
experience
stuff.
then they'll want to figure out what I'm
Oh,
doing.
I have no idea.
or no, but in the process, we
Yes,
want to figure it out,
figure
and then
it
it actually gets in the way of it. So
Totally.
just suspend all that,
Totally.
dive fully into this, and
Yep.
then obviously if you have questions at the end, I can answer them for you. Okay?
Okay.
All right, great. So go ahead and write 4 concise sentences about how you feel about that problem right now that you wrote at the top of the page. So you struggling to ask for and to receive high-level support for Casa Sagrada, for the task that you have. 4 quick, concise sentences about how you feel about it now. You don't have to say I feel. It could be anything that comes to mind. Just get it down on the page.
Okay.
All right, ready to get really vulnerable?
Well, yeah, from what I wrote down.
But meaning, are you willing to read them out loud?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Dang, who
I
asked
know-
for this?
I know you camera rollings. I'm like
Yeah.
it's going to come out. So go ahead and read back to me what you wrote down.
I feel tense in my body.
Thank you.
I feel like I shouldn't be asking for help. I feel shame about not being able to handle it all myself. I'm embarrassed that it's not a dialed-in business yet.
Thank you. Close your eyes. What's the first image that comes into your mind? What do you see?
I see myself really young, like in first, like prep is what it's called.
What's happening in the picture with
I'm
you?
getting in trouble.
Thank you. What's the private thought that crosses your mind?
Private thought about what I'm seeing? Or
Or about what the sentences that you wrote down?
just like, oh God, this is messy.
Thank you. And what's the emotion you're experiencing right now?
I think just still that shame.
Thank you. And where do you feel that shame in your body? Just start to tune into.
More my heart.
Okay.
More my heart.
Yeah.
Or between solar plexus and heart.
Okay. Can you describe the sensation? Is it tight, tingly, heavy, dull?
It's more, it's like activated.
Okay.
It's not heavy or dull.
Thank
It's just like more like I'm feeling that.
Thank you. Deep breath in and out. You can open up your eyes. Good job, first round. Now go ahead and write 3 concise sentences about how you feel about that original problem right now. So what you just did, but just write 3 sentences about how you feel about the struggle to ask for and receive support at a high level.
And the feel, it's going to be like a feeling.
No, it's just commentary about the
anything,
problem. Yeah.
commentary.
How do you feel about that right now? So not in the past, but like in this moment. How do you feel about that problem? All right, what'd you write down?
I know I can change this and ask for help. I am looking forward to this changing, and it's going to take courage.
Close your eyes. What's the picture you see in your mind now? First thing that comes up.
I see a person that I know who I could ask for help.
Thank you. What's the private thought?
Like excitement around that potential, but courage is the word that comes up again. It's kind of like excitement, but courage to kind of lean in and let go.
Beautiful. And what's the emotion you're experiencing right now?
Hope.
Thank you. And where do you feel that hope in your body?
In my heart.
What does it feel like?
Higher than before.
Okay. And then what's the quality of what you're feeling? What's the sensation in your heart?
An opening.
Thank you. Deep breath in and out. Write 2 concise sentences about that original problem right now. How do you feel about that right now? I see an eyebrow going up. Yeah. Okay, what'd you write down?
Did my eyebrow go
Yeah,
up?
you're like, I'm like, something's happening. That's good.
First one is it's going to happen. And the second one is it will fly when I get out of the way.
Thank you. Close your eyes. What's the image you see now?
I feel I see Casa Sagrada building like flying.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What's the private thought?
It's like clearing the way. I don't know if that's what you mean, but it's just,
It all
thinking of
works.
clearing.
Yeah. And what's the emotion you're experiencing right now?
Yeah, more joy.
And where do you feel that joy in your body?
It's like going up my vertical core. Now it's up here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. And what does it feel like, the sensation?
It just feels calm.
Thank you. All right, great. So go ahead and write one concise sentence now about how you feel about the original problem. Just one quick sentence. What do you have?
I am going to have more support than I can currently fathom.
Ooh, that's a transition, eh? Yeah, go ahead and close your eyes one last time. What's the image you see in your mind?
I see a circle of people out in the garden out here, in our Casa Sagrada garden. They're all in a circle holding hands.
Thank you. What's the thought?
The thought is how moving that is.
Thank you. What's the emotion you're experiencing right now?
Like tears of connection, like community
And
potential, but it's kind of more teary than yay.
And if you were to name what community feels like as an emotional state for you, the emotion, what is that?
Love.
Thank you. Keeping your eyes closed, I want you to dive into this love. Merge with it, become one with it. Let it fill you up fully and completely. And it fills you up so much that you can feel this love emanating out through the left to the right of you, out through the bottom of your feet, infinitely out through the top of your head. Send it out through the front of your heart and out through the back of your heart. And I bet there's somebody in this world right now who's probably really struggling to ask for support as well, or for help. Just decide wherever they are and send some of this love their way. Because you did this for you today, and you have some left over that you can send to others. And you feeling this love right now, knowing that that's going to attract the most perfect person to support you, to give Casa Sagrada the wings that you want it to have to really fly, because the impact that you're creating here, Rachael-Jayne, is important, it's needed, and it's felt. So whenever it feels right and ready, taking another deep breath in, feeling that love, you can open up your eyes when it feels good for you. How do you feel now?
Good.
Yeah. So when you think back to that original problem around the struggle to ask for help and to receive it at a high level, how does that seem to you now?
It feels done. Feels like, okay, that's done. Names are coming to my mind, and there's just like a little, will it be handled if I'm not there? Like there's just a little,
That's another thread.
yeah,
right?
a little thread of, can I fully give it over? But I'm not going anywhere. It's like we're down the road and we're doing all our stuff here, but it feels potential that I didn't really see before around having it even more in the hands of other people.
Yeah.
Even more.
I mean, the visual of all the people holding hands and You were at a 6 out of 10 on shame. What happened to the shame?
I'm yawning it away. It is probably 1, 2.
Gone. Yeah. So imagine what's possible now when that shame is gone and now you're in the vibe of love, of excitement, possibility.
It's like giving someone else the opportunity, other people an opportunity.
Yes. Perfect. So I'm just going to ask
It feels good.
couple other questions just to let what happened land for you, that you get to own the transformation. I didn't do anything. All I did, all I did really was provide prompts, but you chose courageously to dive and do the work, be radically honest, share with the people listening, you know, some innermost conversations that are there that was holding this in place. So you chose to do it, and now you get to reap the benefits of it. So what are you more conscious of now than you were before?
I'm more conscious of just more possibilities. And I'm conscious of being in the way. I think one of them was saying, like, what would be, it will fly when I get out of the way. That's pretty big. I can feel that.
Yeah. What was good about this process for you?
What was good? I mean, I feel free. That's what I was wanting. Isn't that the word?
Check. It's right here, literally. Free.
Yeah. I feel free. I feel like this movement, you know, whenever I think of the words that you said early on, the stuck or the challenge or there's a loop, I always think of it that something's just going through my experience, but something grabs onto it. I can't just like move through. Something's like resistant to it. So I don't feel that resistance when I think about this. It's just going through, and it can come through again, and I'll have more resourcefulness around that. Yeah.
I love that.
And that was fast.
Yep. I just got
that was really fast.
And honestly, I could have stopped it earlier on because your content switched to positive quite quickly. I just wanted to take you a little bit further down the chain so that it can really deeply embed into you this shift that occurred. But I mean, by the 3 sentences, you were already transitioning. So it probably would have been like 6-7 minutes.
So when you first began, I think the first memory that was negative was when I was a little child. And then there wasn't really anything negative since after that, I don't think. So I've not done therapy, except when I was a late teenager, early 20s.
Same.
When I went, I remember knocking on the door to the therapist of college, and they're like, "Why are you here?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just wanted to try therapy."
How'd that go for you?
It was great. Someone was listening, and I'm like, I'm crying. And she's now I look back, I'm like, it's my type 4 Enneagram. It's like, good. But it was like probably once I went. So I'm very blessed, very, very blessed to not have that. But I can imagine that when something is deep, they're going into therapy for a long time about these things. Why is this so quick?
So with therapy, it's a lot of conversation, right? So that to me is more conscious level work. We're not actually going to root cause. What occurred in this process is you were digging and starting to pull up the different thoughts, beliefs that hold this in place, that is beyond the conscious level thinking.
And that was the getting in trouble when I was young. That was the root.
Could have been.
Cause.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because the subconscious too will give you random things. You're like, what does that even mean? And this, we don't have to understand it, but what we're doing is we're bringing that shadow to the light.
Yeah.
And once it does, it has no more control anymore. So that's what this process was doing. And not knocking therapy at all, because I've worked inside of treatment centers, and I really see the value of it if someone is in a
bringing
clinical
things to
deep
the
depression
light
or things like that. Yes, but I realize it in that process of how therapy works, you're talking about it, which then can reactivate that experience when then the more you just keep saying it ad nauseum, you tell your friend now, you just told your therapist, now I'm going to tell my mother, I'm going to tell my sister. All you're doing is deepening those neural grooves for that problem to be routed deeper into your nervous system. That's not what we're doing, right? You saw there was I didn't go, tell me more about your problem. Let's just keep talking about your issue.
Yes.
What we were doing was actually diving in to do cleanup for you. Let's bring it to the surface. And then why this works so quickly and effectively too is because when you do the reflections, we went through image, thought, emotion, body sensation. That's how memories and experience,
Say it again.
thought,
Image, thought,
emotion and body sensation.
I didn't even remember you saying that.
Yeah.
So you were asking me?
Oh yeah, that's what you were doing in the reflections. What's the
Okay.
image? What's the thought? What's the emotion? What's the body
Oh,
sensation?
yeah.
Yeah. And in those reflective moments, what we're doing is dismantling how this memory, this experience, this belief has been stored in your mind and your body.
Yeah.
There's a lot of beautiful tools out there, but some are just more focused on cognition. Yeah, the mind. Some might be a bit more focused on the emotion, and then others are simply somatic based. Some might have two overlap, but it's rare that you have all of them that you're doing the cleanup through. So this is very thorough because it does the cleanup. There's also other psychological principles underneath that are making it work too. But when people go, how did that work so fast? Like, because you're literally breaking it apart in the way that it was stored in the mind and the body. So,
and this was only one, I mean, this was different to the other tool that you took me through.
This was a different one. So we have tools where the one I took you through was just to diminish the emotional charge because you were feeling, a bigger emotion about it. And I just wanted to see how you processed and I wanted it fast. So all we did was reduce the charge. This one is deeper. And then we have other ones for literally rewiring your identity. That's deep stuckness for people. We have some for polarity integrations. We have trauma integration. We're actually doing a study, I think I told you, with Northwestern University and the University of Tennessee on our trauma integration tool, and the subjects are firefighters. That was the tool that helped me with the deep grief I was stuck in with my miscarriage. So, and that trauma integration, like if it's a big T trauma, I can name the time, location, date, players involved. It's about 30 minutes and people are fine. After massive life issues. And then we even have tools that can take people into that non-dual awareness. So you don't have to lick a frog or drink ayahuasca or do any of that.
Lick a frog, I've never heard of that.
You smoke frogs? No, you lick frogs. But yeah, and that actually enables people to go into that conscious witness state. And when you look down at your problem, you're like, it's not even an issue. So our tools, there's a whole suite of them, but it can really, it's to meet the moment of what's needed. And hopefully this one served you deeply. Yeah. I mean, you were already having names pop up. You're like, I already see the woman who I can ask. Wait, no, there's a whole list of people where before it was like, who can I really ask? Who can help me? You feel stuck. Now, it just opened up a new pathway for you.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you want to share just your story of how you found this work? Because I think the trauma that you were in, it wasn't budging. It wasn't moving with so many other tools that you had.
So many other tools, yeah. So I had a miscarriage in February 2021. I met my partner later on in life. I really, at that time, wanted to be a mother of my own biological children. I have two amazing stepkids, but, it was a deep desire that I had, and it was a purpose I thought I was meant to live into even when I was little, was to be a mom. And so when I got pregnant, we weren't trying for kids, and I got pregnant, so I was like, it's meant to be. Here's my little spirit child coming in. But at 9.5 weeks, lost the baby. And I went dark. And I know grief, I know how it moves, but this time, over time, I became less able to function every single day. And being an entrepreneur for 5 months, not working, was very difficult. And I had very high profile clients that I couldn't even help them because I wasn't right. So now I had to let go of my clientele, and everything just felt like it was crashing down on me. I mean, and I was trained in NLP, hypnosis, somatic experiencing, breathwork, TRE, havening, strategic interventions, and more. Lots of tools, and none of those were even helping me shave the edge off. Friends who were coaches, therapists, shamans, still, it wasn't budging. The grief, it was, there were days all I wanted to do was hit the eject button off planet Earth, and I didn't, but I ended up meeting my now co-founder, who literally in one process, he ran the trauma integration on me. And by the end of it, I remember he asked me to tap back into the emotion. And I was like, where did it go? I was almost trying to recall it back. And I would look at all the worst moments of the miscarriage, and I felt nothing. And I was shocked. I was like, what the bloop did you do to me? And can we keep going? Because I was known for getting rapid and sustainable change. So we kept working together. I started learning the tools. Obviously, they're not hard. And that's what I feel the world needs right now, is simple but effective.
Yes.
Like anyone can do these tools. It's not just, relegated to the special or the ones that are highly educated. Anyone can literally learn these tools.
So important.
Yeah. And so anyway, I heard the divine command, you're meant to bring these tools into the world. We joined forces, we launched the Rapid Rewire method, and now we teach people these tools. And then we also have Unbound, where people can work with our certified coaches to have quick and sustainable change as well. So they don't have to suffer longer than they need to.
Well, I'm going to put all the links, all the freebies, all the first steps in the description below.
Great.
Thank you. Is there anything else you want to share to feel complete? I kind of came in with questions for you, but are we?
Yeah, I have 2 last integration questions for you. Now that you've experienced this change, how can that be beneficial to others?
Well, it's going to give people opportunity, people who are going to play within the Casa Sagrada world. It's going to probably help my husband because I'll be less stressed. It will help the community because there'll be more of the word getting out about this place here in the local community.
I actually have 2 more for you. I thought I was only 2, but there's 3. What is one thing you can do today to live this new awareness more fully in your life?
I've got 2 people I'm going to reach out to this afternoon. They're coming thick and fast to my mind.
Amazing.
So I'm going to reach out to them.
Good. And last thing, what's your new narrative now?
That it will fly as I get out of the way. When I get out of the way, as I get out of the way.
Beautiful.
That feels really good.
Thank you. All right, that's it.
Thank you so much. I want to give you a big hug. Thank you for coming in.
Of course.
So usually after these episodes, we ask the person in the coaching chair, how do you feel with Rachael-Jayne's coaching? And today it was me. How am I feeling? I feel a little bit like, what just happened? What did I say? Do you still love me? Post in the comments how you feel about me sharing what was coming up around Casa Sagrada and running a second business with everything that I've got going on. And as Steph was talking in the end about why this works so fast, right? The sensation, the mind, the heart, the emotion, all of it. I was reminded of why our work at Spiritual and Successful, the event, works so well, because we're bringing all of those things together. The mental, emotional, physical, somatic, and spiritual to make huge changes in your life. So if you are feeling like you want to join us at Casa Sagrada and go through a powerful 3-day experience, a retreat for you to come back into yourself and to discover what it is that you really, really want for your next chapter, then join us at Spiritual and Successful. I will put the link in the description below, along with the Awakened Life newsletter, and we'll see you in the next episode.